Hello, friends. Welcome back to another What Would Monica Do? I am loving doing these. They're so fun and short and sweet and just snappy. All right. So let's listen to today's question.
Hello, Monica. I've done a lot of healing in regards to both my personal life and business, but I'm still stuck in both aspects. Could that be because I haven't integrated my healing, or is there something else that I am still yet to heal?
Okay. This is a really good question. And it kind of allows me to touch on something that I see in the coaching space at the moment, where we fall into this trap of thinking if you just do some healing stuff, like magic will happen. And obviously, there isn't much context to the question. So I have to just make assumptions. But you kind of you fall into this you put yourself into this trap, and we fall into this trap of thinking that if you just do the healing work, then like it should just happen, like my business should just take off, and all of a sudden I should be having the man of my dreams, and my body should be perfect, and blah, blah, and I should have my house, and all these things where we like create these shoulds about our experience. I'm not actually going to spiritually, not actually, I'm not going to spiritually bypass this by saying it'll happen at the right time, because I understand how frustrating this is. What I do want to say is that the healing work is really important. It's one component of it. I see my work as like a full cake. And one chunk, like one part of the ingredients, a big part of it is the healing work. Another part of it is how to integrate, not just integrate, like how to actually integrate it. Another part of it is recoding our body and changing our habits, and I tell you how you do that. Another part of it, a little part of it, like a little bit like a pinch of salt, is awareness. But awareness doesn't do anything if you don't know how to actually like fix it. Awareness. And then like another part would be like continual action, for example. There are many components that you need to feel like you have really changed your life, because just doing healing work, that's fantastic. But if it hasn't resulted in there being like physical changes in your life, my question is that my kind of thought, I don't know the case, my kind of thought is yes, you haven't integrated, but you probably haven't been told how to integrate it, the things to do to integrate it. You probably haven't been given like the education piece on what you have to heal. So let's say, for example, we want to talk about like you wanted to heal some trauma around like relationships and trust. You've healed the trauma, great, but you're still not finding like the kind of men that you want to date, or you're still like coming out with these like you're still like in these shitty dating situations. My question is then is like, were you, whoever did the healing work with you, did they then give you the education, the actionable steps, the things that you then need to do to recode your body, change your habits, and therefore integrate it? Because if that step's missing, it's kind of like, how do you then actually change your behavior if all you if like you don't know, if you don't know how to? Because like not every topic needs education behind it of how to change, of like the new habits to step into. Not every topic, right? Not every single thing. A lot of my work, it's like it's just magic and it happens naturally. When we're talking about like relationships, dating, and business, there's actually like steps that need to be put into place for you to change, like recode your body, so that the integration has happened in a way where you are having a different outcome. So you might heal your trust issue so you're not feeling like that's triggered anymore. But with dating and relationships, there's actually another layer for that. If you just needed to heal some trauma around like boundaries, that can happen really naturally in my world. And it's just magic done. You're speaking your truth. Great. But when it comes to things that are more like complex, like business and relationships, I always am like, there needs to be like the brain piece in that in there after you do the somatic healing, so you can actually make changes into your life. So that's kind of what I'm leaning more towards. I don't know the healing work that you've done. I'm going to assume it's somatic. If it's not, then you should be doing somatic. Um, but I'd be saying that. And if you're just constantly taking in information, but you're not actually like integrating it, like when I say integrating, actually, let's just scrap that word because people don't understand it fully. If you're just taking in information, but you're not actually putting it into actionable steps, and you're not actually holding yourself to new boundaries and new standards, then of course it's not going to work. So that is my answer to that question. If you want to leave a question in the What Would Monica Do section, make sure that you are part of the behind the scenes bubble. It is $10 a month, no brainer. Not only can you leave questions in, but then also you get access to behind the scenes content. You see parts of my life I don't put on my Instagram story. And you see like different sneak peeks of things and way more like content. Like when I'm staying at places, I'll give you guys way more of the tour of the hotel than I would on my Instagram stories because I try not to spam my Instagram stories too much, but I know I do it anyway. So if you want to join that, please make sure that you do so that you can leave a question. And I will see you guys in the next What Would Monica Do episode.